These questions can become a little bit longer. I have here only one term, but I've got two factors. And according to ultimate null, the null factor law, if we say that A times B equals 0, then either A must be 0 or B equals 0. So if I get 2 to the power x minus 16, 2 to the power x plus 4 equals 0, it leads to only two things. It is either 2 to the power x minus 16 equals 0 or 2 to the power x plus 4 equals 0. So either this thing is 0 or this thing equals 0. Now, negative 16 can come around in this way, so 2x equals 16. And what I'm going to do is on this side, I'm going to finish one side. I can say 2 to the power x equals, get the bases the same, 16 is 2 to the power 4. The moment that these are the same, the exponents must be the same, therefore x equals 4. Or 2 to the power x equals plus 4 goes over, it becomes negative 4. A little bit of a problem because it doesn't matter what x is or x are, or I don't know, x is, you can't get a negative because positive it's a big number, 0 it's one small number, it is a fraction, so it can never be negative. So we can say no real solution. There's a solution, but it's very imaginary. Okay, so that will be the answer to that question. Let's have a look at B. Right, now I have more than one term. It's the first time that I have a number of terms. What you should identify here is that my exponent, the factor with the exponent in, so in this case the 3, they're the same base. And the other thing that you should take notice of is that the 1 is exactly half the other one. So I can do the following. I can say let 3 to the power x equal a. Then if I square both of those sides, then 3 to the power 2x, which is 3x squared, must equal a squared. Which means this thing is the same as that thing. I lie, it's the same as that one. And this one is the same as that one. So I can replace 3 to the power 2x with a squared. So I can say that is a squared minus 12 times, we say that is a, plus 27 equals 0. I can use then my calculator or my brain to say that this is a, this is a. For 27, we have 9 times 3, 9 times 3. For that it is a negative and a negative, which equals 0. Therefore, I can say a equals 9 or a equals 3. So if you don't get that, then you have to go back to that and say a minus 9 is 0, which means a equals 9, or a minus 3 is 0, which means a equals 3. But what is a? A we've said is 3 to the power x. So I can say this is 3 to the power x, which equals 9, which means 3 to the power x equals 9 is 3 squared. Therefore, x equals 2. A is also 3 to the power x, which equals 3. And if there's nothing there, it means there's a 1. Therefore, x equals 1. So in this case, x has got two answers. I'm going to move this a little bit further because C might need some more. Let's go pink. Okay, C, I have 4 to the power x minus 2 to the power x plus 3 plus 16, which equals 0. Now this is as hard as it's going to get. Few things to consider here. We said that in this case, 3 to the power x, 3 to the power 2x. So that one was exactly half of that. Now in this case, my bases are not the same. So let's keep the bases the same first. I'm going to say 4 is 2 squared times x is 2 to the power 2x. Minus, but before I carry on, I'm going to say here, can you see that it was 3 to the power x and that was 3 to the power 2x? So I need to have 2 to the power 2x and 2 to the power x if I want to apply the same rules here. But now I have a plus 3. But my exponential law states the following, and I'm going to write very small in here. If I have 2 to the power a times 2 to the power b, then it's the same as 2 to the power a plus b. Which means if I work that backwards, then 2 to the power a plus b is the same as 2 to the power a times 2 to the power b. Which then brings us to this example. If this is 2 to the power x plus 3, it's the same as 2 to the power x times 2 to the power 3. And now it looks the same as this because there's a multiplication in between. Plus 16 equals 0. So I can say let 2 to the power x equal a, therefore 2 to the power 2x equal a square. Which means that this thing now is a square minus 2 to the power 3 is 8, 2 to the power x is a, and that plus 16 equals 0. I can factorize that. If you can't use your factorization, use your calculator, use the quadratic equation, complete the square, just do it. Okay, this becomes a, this becomes a. For 16, I think it's going to give us a 4 and a 4, 4 and a 4, and this is going to be a negative and a negative. Let's check. A square minus 4a is minus 8a. Negative 4 times negative 4 is plus 16. Therefore, a equals 4 according to null, or a equals 4. What is a? A is 2 to the power x equals 4. You don't have to write it again, you already said that. Therefore 2 to the power x equals 2 squared. The moment my bases are the same, my exponents must be the same. My answer is x equals 2.